Ash went out into Route 1, Redy-Eyes running alongside him. For the sake of his name being long, we will say Ash named his Redy-Eyes baby dragon Red. Very creative, I know. Ash and Red looked around curiously, looking for their first capture. There were many Pokemon to be caught out here in the wilds to Route 1, and the first thing Ash sees is a Spearow. Ash knew about Spearow due to the amount of time he spent in Oak's lab, and realistically should have known in canon since it literally lives right outside his house. But spending time in Oak's lab made him learn a thing or two. However, this does not mean Ash is a competent trainer. No, that's my other Pokemon would have. Here Ash is still a dumbass. So the first thing Ash does is throw a Pokeball at the bird. Ash is first excited that he caught the bird Pokemon, but then the bird got out of the ball, jumped in the air, and swooped at him, making a dive. Red very clearly did not like this, and jumped in after the bird. Now, Red-Eyes baby dragon cannot fly. However, they can glide and slow down in the air. So Red used this momentum to tackle the bird Pokemon down onto the ground. Spearow didn't take too kindly to being attacked and began to peck the unknown dragon Pokemon. Ash ordered Red to continue tackling. After a short scuffle, the bird was sent flying to the bushes. Ash's eyes widened as he went after the bird. However, as he was ready to throw the ball, it ran away. Or so, flew away. He sighed, but while he was sad, he was excited and happy to annihilate the bird. Ash pet his friend and jumped onto his shoulders, and they continued their way down Route 1. Thank God I don't have to write Misty. Hey there! Sorry to interrupt the video here, but here's a little plug-in for myself. I'm the sponsor of this video. I want to let you know that A, if you wish to communicate to me more directly, get early previews of what ifs, whatnot, and what forth, then join the Discord. And if you wish to just straight up see a what if early, as well as see my schedule, well, if you want to see my schedule, go to the Discord, but if you want to see me upload, like see my videos early, go to my Patreon. Not only will you be instantly upgraded to a super member in my server, which is what allows you to see all my works while I'm updating them, but you will also be able to see my what ifs early. What can I say? Pretty good deal if you ask me. Ash continued going down Route 1. Ash Ketchum and Red had fought multiple new Pokemon, but failed to catch any of them. There was a Pidgey, but he used Sand Attack and flew away. He found a Rattata that was in a group, and Ash didn't want to fight all of them at the same time. He found a Sandshrew, but, well, it too threw sand, and the Sandshrew, kind of obvious what happened there. So by the time Ash made it to Viridian, he had no other Pokemon. It should also be noted, Ash gets to Viridian City in 2 days, not just the one. Without the waterfall shortcut and stealing the bicycle, he doesn't get there nearly as fast as he did in Canada. He also stopped to catch a lot more Pokemon. Well, failed to catch Pokemon. So this means that A, he doesn't have to deal with Misty, and I don't have to write her. And B, Team Rocket's not a part of the story. At least, not as right now. Misty would also not get her bike stolen, which, good for her, I guess. But Misty would also probably get her Pokemon stolen. I cannot confirm or deny if this happened, but it's up to debate. She's not a part of the story, so I really don't care. When Ash arrives, his Pokemon is healed. He's informed of what happened, which is why there's a bunch of police officers, but more importantly to Nurse Joy, she's intrigued by Red. However, Ash needs to get on his way, but first he calls his mom and Professor Oak. After updating them, he's out to Viridian Forest. But before we get into Viridian Forest, let's talk about static encounters. Now, we're gonna make this simple. If the story doesn't affect when Ash would encounter time-specific Pokemon, like Charmander, we'll get to him in part 3. He will run into them. If the what if doesn't affect Ash running into a specific Pokemon, or, sorry, a specific place, he will run into them. So if Ash has no reason to go to the Hidden Garden, Ash will not meet Bulbasaur. Pretty simple. And then there are both time and place specific Pokemon. So, for example, if Ash does not get an invite to Mewtwo, not only would he not make it to the island on time if he somehow did figure out about it, but he also would never make it. So obviously, Ash would never meet Mewtwo. I put up an image of Zapdos here. Go ahead and just pretend that's Mewtwo. I'm too lazy to edit it in because I'm lazy. Yeah, that static encounters. Just keep that in mind throughout the series, okay? Ash Ketchum arrives at the forest and is about 2 hours behind where he was in Canada. During his travels, he sees a Spearow fighting a Weedle. Ash takes this opportunity to throw a Pokeball and captures the Weedle. This catches the Spearow by surprise, who tries to fly away. However, before it can escape, Red tackles it to the ground. Ash is actually really excited. Not only has he already caught one Pokemon, but he gets the chance to catch another Spearow, which escaped him previously. Spearow swoops down towards Red, but Red jumps in the air and lands again on top of it, doing a bit of damage to the Spearow. Red got back to his feet and tackled the bird into a tree. Spearow leers at Red, however, Red ignores it and rams to the bird Pokemon. Ash throws a Pokeball. He wasn't going to fail this time. The Spearow went inside the ball, shook a few times, and he captured the bird. Ash is excited that he caught his first 2 Pokemon. Well, aside from Red. He lets them out. Weedle looks around confused, while Spearow grumpily squawks. Ash and Red, however, are just excited to meet new allies. They get to know each other. As much as Ash could, he couldn't really understand them, but they could understand each other. Talking and walking with each other as they continued on their journey. Up until that night, where they had to stop and rest. The next day, Ash is traveling through the forest and runs into a samurai. The samurai had apparently challenged the 3 pallet trainers previously, and now wanted to fight Ash. Ash obviously accepted. I mean, why wouldn't he? Samurai sends out a Metapod, and Ash sends out Red. Red tackled away until he won. There really isn't much to talk about here. After that, the Samurai sent out a Pinsir. Again, Red tackled away. However, Pinsir used a Vice Grip that squeezed hard on Red. Without a way to free himself, Red was defeated. Ash then sent out Weedle. Weedle used String Shot to tie Pinsir before using Poison Sting. Upon hitting Pinsir, he was poisoned, but broke out of the string. Pinsir tried to use Vice Grip, but Weedle was far too small and slippery. Eventually, Weedle defeated Pinsir, and then evolved into Kakuna. Samurai then sent out a Scyther. Kakuna was beaten pretty badly, and then Ash sent out Spearow, who, by type advantage, also lost the fight. Samurai says there was a good match, but Ash was quite obviously the weakest trainer of the bunch. This disheartened Ash, and vows to keep it an experience to remember. Ash rested up at the Samurai's hut for the day, and then headed back out the next, making it to Pewter City. From there, well, gotta be honest, Ash ain't beating Brock. His Red-Eyes and Spearow get a little stronger from fighting him, and he does try again, he doesn't give up. But even when Red-Eyes learns Ember, he just can't do enough damage. And because Ash didn't impress Brock by giving up the match, he doesn't get the badge. Ash just doesn't have the Pokemon to beat Brock. And even if the sprinklers did go off, it would be detrimental to Red as well, his strongest Pokemon. Thus, Ash has to leave Pewter City. Fuck it, I'm not redoing this one. Badgeless and alone. Okay, time for the outro. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, or listening to this What If. And, no, that's about it. I already plugged in the Discord and Patreon. I can't think of anything else I have to do. Next week, we're doing What If Future Gohan had the symbiote from Ultimate Spider-Man Part 3. So if you're into that, I guess go visit that. Remember, I have Discord and Patreon if you want to see videos early. Because this video was uploaded on Wednesday, but it didn't come out on YouTube until Friday, as that's when I upload videos. So, hey, I'm just telling you, man.